Jesus can heal you of autism. They take that as a personal offense because
Terry Bell has entered the chat and she has to say something because what the actual. So that video was just all over the place, and this is the epitome of how people will be talking a lot but saying nothing. And how I was just having this conversation earlier, how the people that do not have experience on something, they don't have the wisdom to speak on something. Okay, you gain wisdom from experience, and when a person does not have wisdom on something because they don't have the experience of actually living through a situation to know what it feels like, those tend to be the types of people that go on a very logical standpoint on things, and they look at things from a very, flawed perception that is like they're basically trying to rationalize everything and look at everything from a logical standpoint, and they're trying to make things make sense for their brain. And a lot of times they think they're these know-it-alls. I think that they know every goddamn thing, so they feel like everything that they're saying to you is right and it's correct, when honestly it's null and void, because if you haven't been through it, you really don't have much space to speak on it and try to tell people what they can and cannot do. And one thing that I'm sick and tired of hearing is people trying to tell you that you are not autistic or you are not your autism. Who the fuck are you, neurotypical, to tell somebody what they do and do not have? Who the fuck are you to appoint somebody that they are not autistic? Who the fuck are you to think that just because you see autism in a different way, that means that's exactly how autism is? But if, sweetie, you are not autistic, you cannot speak on the autism experience, bro. Come on now, let's be fucking for real. And she goes on to talk about how Jesus can cure your autism. Jesus can heal your autism. Autism is a part of who you are. We're not saying that it's it's a part of who we are. Okay, it's our neurodivergent brain. Our brain is neurologically different. Okay, it's everything of our whole makeup of everything. Now, although the Holy Spirit can heal you and restore you back to health, it's not going to change the fact that you are autistic. You're probably more healed from the pain, the PTSD that you went through, because every single person with autism has been through trauma their whole life, but it's not going to make the autism go away. Okay, it's a disability that's going to be there for life. That's like a person being born blind or deaf. You can't cure that. It's going to be there for your whole life, right? And a lot of these Christians really just be thinking that, like, oh, just come in and have Jesus come do all of that kind of stuff. Okay, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, so we have to do human things and have this human experience. It's not all about just Jesus coming in to save everything. Sometimes we have to just face reality. And a lot of times y'all Christians, y'all don't want to face reality. That's why y'all run to Christianity, because y'all afraid to face the actual fucking shit that's happening in the world right now. Bro, sit down.
push in social media trying to normalize autism.
Okay, one, autism needs to be normalized because autism has been in existence this entire time, but a lot of people have not been made aware of it, or people have been unaware that they were autistic. People didn't even know that their children were autistic. There hasn't been a lot of, I don't even know the word I'm looking for, like input on what autism is. And that's why so many people with autism have suffered, because autism has always been in existence. It's just that doctors, mental health professionals just didn't know how to diagnose it, didn't really know what it was. The grandfather of autism, the first person, the white man that was first diagnosed with autism, died recently this year at the age of he's like in his 80s, you know what I'm saying? So think about it. The person that was diagnosed with autism hasn't even been diagnosed for 100 years, bro, officially. So what's happening is we are having this mass awakening, and everyone is awakening to who they are. People are awakening to the fact that they are autistic, and how, yes, they are neurologically different, but there are so many gifts that they are born with when you are autistic, because an autistic brain, we use way more capacity of our brain. We are all the way up here in the ethers and the rafters. So to come down here and to talk about this minuscule last little small talk, it's like this for us when we're way over here. Okay. And this girl also goes into talking about the financial struggles of having a child with autism. That's fucking bullshit, and it's superficial and shallow and surface level, because there are people out there that are poor, have in poverty, lower socioeconomic status, and they still are able to give their children all of the resources that they need. There's things called government assistance, okay? And the thing is, you don't necessarily have to always have all the money and resources to, provide your child with things that they need for autism, because the way that you help autism is It's not by buying them things. It's by connecting with them in the heart, connecting with them in their heart and their spirit and their mind and their soul. That's exactly how you connect with a person with autism. So because everybody else, neurotypicals, they want to connect with people on a surface level. They want to connect with people on such this superficial, shallow level. Then when they come around autistic people and come on, because y'all want to sit up here and connect with people in y'all flesh and y'all ego, but autistic people, we connect with people in our spirit and our soul. And a lot of people can't do that. They can't go in the depths beneath the surface. And here go these neurotypicals thinking they high and mighty and hot shit, but y'all talk surface level, but go deep beneath the surface. Let's talk about some deeper stuff. Y'all can't keep up. Y'all can't have a conversation. Let's go over here and expand our mind and broaden our horizon on things. You all can't do that because it's too much for you. The reality is, autistic people are fucking geniuses, and we're too smart for you, we're too gifted for you, and y'all are just so small that y'all don't even realize that we're so much bigger than you, that you try to make us feel like we're so small. And autism needs to be normalized so that we can see the reality of what's really happening in this world, and to stop ignoring autistic people like we've been our whole lives.